tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, here's Wilson. That's complete to John Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll drop the throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too. And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. And that's caught inside the 30. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to face a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Back to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal. Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break. Hold on. Chestnuts? You like Come that on. One? What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts? I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea. On first down, Wilson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That goes for a gain of 31. Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. This time Wilson will throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. 12.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll set up a throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Touchdown, Cardinals! J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On second down, Wilson looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Phillip Dorsett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Lets it go for Nelson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Buying time to his left. And he comes back with one complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Look at the spin. So we've reached half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. It's caught. Nelson. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play the prayer was answered.
No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position. So
they really had zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So out now come the Cardinals. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Green 39.
Back to throw here. Incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Set. Green 39.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go 14.
Now Wilson on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to it, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
And that is incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This time, Wilson will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Forced out to his left. Caught by Nelson left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Cardinals win it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cardinals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.